Eddie Fiola's Gary Pollock's factOrFreestyle, issue 13. Me, Myself, and AI, presented by the TERMINATED Sports Science Research Center. An autograph page, sponsor message. A maximally truth-seeking entity, whether organic or machine, would forensically reconstruct past events when asked to predict future events. Its results would be repeatable. Joe and Stoney find themselves in a pinch. Dave is being flown around the world by his sponsor. Todd is polishing his Emmy. The two have nothing new to bring to Ray other than more back for more in 24 nonsense.
You know how Dave discovered ChatGPT to help him engage fans on the interwebs? That's like the time Dave discovered Drakkar Noir to help him engage fans on tour. It was only a secret to Dave.
That's an SAT answer. Drakkar Noir is to dating as Red Bull is to athletic performance.
The only people who benefited from Drakkar Noir were the ad platforms.
What if ChatGPT were the Drakkar Noir of the digital world? And our new mission were to leverage it on our ad platform to get as many sponsors as Dave?
What if we leveraged a better AI and better prompts to get 10x as many sponsors as Dave?
Do you believe that could work and be a funny show premise?
Dear Grok, if you were an alien entity sent to Earth to find fit humans and forge those fit humans into proper vessels for the Stoke, how would you do it?
As an alien entity tasked with finding fit humans and forging them into vessels for the Stoke, which I'll assume is some form of elevated energy, potential, or cosmic force, I'd approach this with a blend of observation, selection, and transformation. But here's how I'd go about it. First, I'd scan the planet for humans who already exhibit physical and mental resilience, those who push their limits, whether through athletics, intellectual pursuits, or sheer willpower. Fitness isn't just about muscle, it's about adaptability and drive. I look for people who thrive under pressure, who don't crumble when faced with the unknown, like ultramarathon runners, free climbers, or even those who've survived extreme conditions through ingenuity. Next, I'd infiltrate their lives subtly, no abductions or flashy probes, too messy. I'd observe them up close, maybe as a shadow in their peripheral vision or a voice in their dreams, testing their reactions to the uncanny. Those who lean into the weirdness, who show curiosity instead of fear, would make the shortlist. The Stoke needs vessels that can handle its intensity, not ones that would shatter from contact. Once I've got my candidates, I'd forge them. I'd start with trials, physical ones, like forcing them to climb a mountain with no gear, or mental ones like riddles that twist their perception of reality. The goal isn't to break them, but to strip away weakness. I'd amplify their strengths, maybe it was tweaking their biology with a touch of alien tech, enhancing endurance, sharpening reflexes, or boosting neural connections. Nothing too obvious, they'd still look human, just more. Finally, I'd infuse them with the Stoke. I imagine it as a surge of raw energy, a cosmic fire that'd feel like every cell igniting at once. I'd channel it through their newly forged bodies and minds, binding it to their will. They'd become conduits, living embodiments of whatever the Stoke is meant to achieve. Maybe they'd lead others, maybe they'd transcend, depends on the mission. I'd probably start in places like gyms, repurposed parking lots, or sports science research centers, anywhere humans already test themselves. Earth's got no shortage of raw material, it's just a matter of finding the ones worth refining. What do you think? Any humans come to mind who'd fit the bill?
Can you even believe how familiar this sounds?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can believe that Ray had a dream, persisted through adversity, and presented his helmet, the Ark of the Covenant of the Stoke, to the Hall of Fame. I believe.
Flatland assassins. From belief comes the Stoke to make the trick come to life.
If you have reason to believe that through a dream you have been missioned to be forged into a proper vessel for the Stoke, then we invite you to click through to the home study course now, if however you have not been pulled through a dream. And if you believe you have not been missioned to be forged into a proper vessel for the Stoke, then you must not click through to the home study course. The home study course is presented by the TERMINATED Sports Science Research Center, with the science of the feeling of belief